Hi everybody, this is Adrienne Joyce of Miss Joyce Tarot, and I'm here with the weekly Tarot Scope. And this is where I pull a card for each of the zodiac signs. You can apply the reading to your sun, moon, or rising. And this is for the week of April 26th through May 2nd. And so first, we have a lot of things to look forward to. Well, I do in particular because my birthday is on Monday, the 27th. I'll be 60 years old. And believe it or not, I have gone through two Saturn returns. We just finished up with Saturn in Capricorn, and that's where my Saturn is. Actually, is also in my Jupiter is also in Capricorn, so I should get a medal for that. But for the world and for everybody here, we are going to be going into a Pluto retrograde. Actually, as we speak, I'm recording this on Saturday the 25th, and we are now beginning the retrograde season for Pluto, and Pluto is now stationed to go retrograde. So Pluto is all about eighth house things, things that are hidden, things that we hide from other people. I think if you want to give a contrast, let's say between Neptune and Pluto, Neptune is a planet where our subconscious is influenced. Things that we maybe are not aware of on the surface, and we may be deluding ourselves. But with Pluto, these are things that we know darn well. We know that we have certain sexual kinks, for instance, or there are things that we do when we're in the comfort of our homes, behind closed doors, that maybe the public is not aware of. And it's not so much that it's buried deep in the subconscious, but these are things that we just don't want people to know. And so with the Pluto retrograde, these things can come to the surface. And so it could really be about past trauma, things that we're ashamed of. I think one of the phrases that really represents the Pluto retrograde is what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. These are things that we do and that we keep hidden. It's also things that are in our closet, skeletons in our closet that we try to hide from other people. And so, and another aspect of Pluto is the thought about death. That's something that's also a hidden subject. We may very well be preoccupied with death, and with the pandemic that's going on right now, we are very much aware of death. There have been a lot of deaths related to the pandemic, and also we are being driven right now by our fears of our own death. We're doing everything we can, hopefully to keep ourselves from dying, basically. And so when we're dealing with our fear, and these fears are going to be probably heightened and highlighted as we go through the retrograde season, and Pluto will be in retrograde until the end of October. So the thing to think of is to really use this time as a period of transformation. Pluto was also the planet of transformation. And how do we transform these fears that we have? And that is by accepting our feelings and acknowledging them. And it may not be so much a matter of telling everybody all the deep, dark secrets that you keep, but it's really a matter of accepting them within yourself and not giving in to shame. And that is something that is also could be an issue, when dealing with Plutonian type things. The things we keep hidden from other people are things we may be ashamed of, and it could not just be our behavior, but it could be an incident that happened to us. It could be past trauma. It could be, maybe we were raped or molested, in the past, and that's something that we don't really talk about. You know, it's not something that we forget, but it's something that we keep hidden from other people. And for instance, some people are able to take those types of incidents and transform that into something that really elevates the greater good. You know, some people may hide things that happen to them, and some people, they go out and lobby and they make a political issue of it. You know, they talk to their congressmen, and then maybe laws are changed based on um, these incidents. You know, that really helps humanity and helps people in the future. You know, they take that horrible incident that happened to them in their lives, and they're able to transform that into something that is beneficial for the greater good. And so these are definitely something to think about. You know, we can think about, you know, any traumas, any fears that we have, and this is a great time for us to really delve into our own spirituality, you know, our own instinct toward the greater good. You know, this is a time to be kind to one another, to be kind to yourself as well, to also forgive yourself, or also to accept whatever it is that you think is unacceptable to other people. And the opposite of fear, which Pluto can definitely heighten, is love. You know, so if we stay in the vibration of love, then that is something that we can use to combat any fears that we may have. So this is something to think about as we go through our week, as we start the Pluto retrograde. If you would like a personal reading, please visit the links in the description box below. And this week I'm going to be using the Fountain Tarot. This is a deck that I have been using to pull the daily cards lately. So I'm going to be using that deck today. And this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Aries, your card is the Nine of Swords. So, as we were talking about this whole Pluto retrograde, this may be a time where you're really dealing with lots of stresses in your life. And this is something that, as a collective, a lot of us are having to deal with stress. But this may be a particular issue with you this week. As I was saying in the introduction, you can really try to combat some of these stresses and fears by really putting some love on the table. This could really be a matter of you giving yourself self-care. You know, self-love, I think, is probably one of the better things you could do to combat stress. And this could be a matter of simply forgiving yourself. Don't beat yourself up for being stressed or feeling afraid or anything that you feel. You know, accept that, and then, you know, take it one step at a time in terms of looking at whatever it is that is causing you fear, and taking the steps to actually deal with it, to look at it, to try to put it into perspective. A lot of times, you know, with Pluto, we keep things hidden, and maybe you have that trusted friend, that person that you can talk to, your partner, or whoever it is it may be, who you can talk to and actually express the things that you're feeling. And sometimes it's just a shoulder to cry on, or somebody to be a sounding board that is going to help you get through times like this. And so now we're going to move on to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Taurus, this is your card for the week. It is the Seven of Wands. So this is also a card, as we said, for Aries, which is a little bit stressful. This is where you are having to deal with a lot of energy coming at you. Maybe it's coming from people who are around you, and you are having to jump over hoops or jump over the wands and really defend yourself against attack. The thing is to really take a good look at yourself and don't back down to anyone if it's something that you truly believe. But by the same token, also make sure that you're not being defensive. This is a time where you allow people to express themselves, but you don't have to be fazed by what people say. Just because someone is coming at you doesn't mean that you have to believe the hype that something is wrong or something is wrong with you, or even to engage them in any type of battle. Stand your own ground, stand on your own, and take it from there, and let the other people stress out, and you can stay in your position and go on with your life. So now we're going to move on to Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Gemini, your card for the week is the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is really a card where you can take a break from life, take a break from all the overthinking, and use that time to rest and recuperate. And as I think that you had this card last week, so this may be a continuation of that mode. You know, sometimes we're not in the position where we can completely stop and rest, but this could be a time where maybe you just hang back just a little bit, instead of putting yourself out in the foreground, to just do your thing, but do it quietly. And, you know, once again, as I was saying for Taurus, really, let other people wage the battle. Let them do their thing while you do what you need to do quietly in the background. And so now, okay, we're going to move on to Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Cancer, your card is the Two of Wands. So this could be a time where you are in partnership with someone else. And this could be a creative project or something that you both love doing. You know, it could be, you know, you collaborate with somebody in your household and you make a really great meal or something, a great dish. Whatever the case may be, you know, have fun. You know, this is a time for you to really bond with other people. If this is not something that you can do in person, this is something that you can do virtually. Whatever the case may be, enjoy and have fun with it. And so now we're going to move on to Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Leo, your card for the week is Death. And so this is really a card that really ties into the Pluto retrograde energy. You know, a lot of people, when they see this card, it seems like it's something to be afraid of. But just like with the Pluto retrograde, it's not really something that we should be afraid of. It's something that we should integrate into our lives. And we can take any experience that we have and we can transform it into something that we learn from and even remake ourselves. So this may be a week where you are able to let go of things that no longer serve you and really come into your own. Sometimes we get opportunities to do things over again, to maybe correct wrongs, or to even look at our past and see where we don't have to be defined by our past, so that we can move on from it and become closer to the person that we really want to be, instead of someone who is hung up on the past. So now we're going to move on to Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Virgo, your card for the week is the Moon. So Virgo, this is a time for you to dig beneath the surface. You know, there may be things that you are hiding from yourself or things that are being hidden from you. The thing is just to really keep your eyes open. Look out for the signs that perhaps things are not what they seem. And if you can't really get to the bottom of exactly what it is, the thing is to just observe, to just really look at it, look at the situation. And just like I have been saying for the signs that have come before you in this reading, this could be a time where you are to lay back and just observe things instead of being a principal actor in what's going on. Look at what people are doing, and maybe that will give you a clue as to what is going on beneath the surface, things that you should and could be aware of just by keeping a close eye. And so now we're going to move on to Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Libra, your card is the Devil. So Libra, think about where you are limiting yourself, where you are in a position that maybe you can move forward, but fear is holding you back. Once again, we talked about Pluto being a planet that can really influence us to engage our fears. Think about what are the things that are driving you. Are you driven from fear? Are you doing the things that you really want to do, or are you actually being held back, or you think that you need to do something because of fear instead of looking at it in a more optimistic or even an objective way? The thing that you don't want to do is to put yourself in your own type of hell. You can be released from these bonds of fear, and to really take it one step at a time, to give yourself self-care and to acknowledge the fears, comfort yourself, give yourself a hug, and understand that you can move forward. You can do something different. You are not beholden to doing anything that you don't want to do. You do have a choice to do other things. And so now we're going to move on to Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Scorpio, your card for this week is the Ace of Wands. So Scorpio, this could be a week where you are ready to put things in motion, where you can really start a new project, something that's creative, or it could be work-oriented. Take this new idea from the realm of inspiration and put it out there into the world. Really use your passion and your love for whatever it is that you're doing here, and go for it with all the gusto that you have. And now we're going to move on to Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Sagittarius, your card is the Eight of Coins. So this is a card of hard work. This is saying that whatever it is that you're doing right now related to maybe money or career is working well. This is also something that could be related to your health. It could be related to your household. And so this is a time where things are running smoothly for you in all types of practical aspects of your life. So continue to do these things. Just kind of hold steady. And, once again, this is a card that is about doing something that you love, something that you really like putting your attention into, something that you are good at. So continue to do that, and you will see even greater gains in the future. So now we're going to move to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Capricorn, your card for this week is the Star. So this is one of my favorite cards of the deck, I have to admit. The Star is a card all about hope. This is saying that you have gone through so much that you can really now say that you have come to a point where you have overcome a lot of struggle, and you are in a place that is hopeful, that you can move forward, that you can do whatever it is that you were meant to achieve. So be confident in yourself. See yourself as a star, as someone who is shining bright, who is worthy of admiration, and who can light the way for other people to follow behind them and get things done. And so now we're going to move on to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. In Aquarius, your card is the Hierophant. So Aquarius, this may be a week where you are focused on your spiritual matters. You know, whether it's your religion or your spiritual practices, whatever it is that you do that lifts you up, that gives you inspiration, that helps you to be your best self. This is a week for you to practice that and to allow it to take you to new heights. As I was talking at the beginning of this video about Pluto and what we can do to really get through this retrograde period, this is a time where you can call on your higher self, call on the best instincts that you have in order to be a beacon of light and love in the world. And, you know, traditionally Aquarius is really associated with that, being a humanitarian, someone who is able to affect people. So this is a time for you to be the most Aquarian you can be and shine your light on humanity, you know, through your spiritual practices. And so now we're going to move on to Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Pisces, your card for this week is the Ace of Cups. So this is a card all about emotions, and it could be the start of a new emotional event in your life. A lot of times this card is associated with love. So maybe this is a time where you will meet someone, or maybe someone you've already known for a while. You can really start something that is a little bit more personal, a little bit more romantic. And if you're already in a committed relationship, this could be a time where you are strengthening your bonds, almost like renewing your vows in a way, you know, whether you're married or not, renewing your commitment to each other. Sometimes when we do that, it is almost like a brand new relationship. So really bask in these waters, these emotional waters. This is a feel-good card, so definitely take that energy and enjoy. So thank you everybody for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you would like a personal reading, please visit the links below, and I will talk to you soon.